Greetings. So today is July 21st, 2025. 3 years sober today. And you probably got two questions. One, why aren't the candles alight? And two, why is it a Tesco apple pie instead of a cake? Well, question one, I bought the candles yesterday and I only just realised like 5 minutes ago that I haven't got a lighter, and probably blowing them out will probably set the smoke alarms off anyway because they're well sensitive, making sure you don't smoke in your room. And two, I wasn't really keen on a cake, so I like these apple pies, so I recommend these. They're £1.90 Tesco, so you're going to have to imagine those are alight. Okay, so yeah, three years ago today, I went to a rehab. It's near Linton, was it Lynmouth? Linton in North Devon. It's not there anymore. It closed down. They got shut down because they didn't register themselves. They weren't like regulated by anyone. It's a miracle how they stayed open for so long. So here was a picture of me that very day, 3 years ago today, at the entrance, because my uncle and my cousin drove me there in the morning, and they stopped at the top of the drive and took this photo. And I look very old. I look like 80 years old there. I was a broken man, you know. I was broken. I was walking dead. And I turned up there. I was anxious as hell. Obviously, then I didn't know anything about the autism, so you can imagine being stuck with, like, I think there was 11 or 12 other guys there. You know, they dropped me off, and they were straight into a group session, like no messing around. I didn't even unpack my stuff. And yeah, that was horrible. Yeah, so that was the start of my journey. Basically discovering who I am, because I had no clue who I was. And at that point I've been drinking for 30 plus years, probably 32 years. And I didn't know who I was. I was broken. I was there for 8 months. And got that at the end. Graduation. It's funny because they had a graduation, so Saturday, May the 13th. I didn't go because I was too anxious to go, and there was a bit of resentment flying around that I didn't go. But I just couldn't handle that amount of people. And I finally got this about a month later. Everyone else got their certificate, even people that didn't even complete the program who left because they couldn't handle it. They got their certificate, and I didn't get mine. They didn't give me it. So I had to call up the guy who ran the rehab and say, you know, where's my certificate? So that was a hard 8 months. It was living hell. But when that photo was taken at the top of the drive, I was determined. I was determined that I was going to complete the whole program. You know, no matter how hard it was, and it was hard, there's no way that I'm walking out of there. And I did. I completed it. So when I dug that photo out, I come across another photo that's quite disturbing to me. It was taken, I would say, probably around 2010, so like 15 years ago. I put it on the screen now, and my face is swollen like crazy. And at the time, I didn't really notice. And no one said anything to me that your face is swollen. It's like it's weird, and that's quite disturbing to me. I find it more disturbing than the early 80s horror films. It's but that's just a reminder of you know, how I looked. So what was that? 15 years ago. How old was I then? 39, about 39ish, late 30s. Just sitting there thinking, you know, I probably thought I looked sort of great, you know. I think that was taken in a pub garden, actually. I had a bit of trouble trying to make this video because my brain was telling me that you're bragging, and it's not bragging. It's kind of hoping it's kind of inspirational, that because sometimes you think that there's no hope. You know, you get to such a bad state where you just can't get out of bed, and you think there's no hope. But there is hope. And yeah, it's 3 years now that I haven't had a drink, and it doesn't bother me now. It's just not part of the equation. It's not part of my life anymore, and I don't miss it. I don't crave it. I don't even really think about it until something like this. When I'm talking about it, deliberately talking about it, but it doesn't come into my mind, which is a good thing, because I know some people do struggle, even after a couple of years, 2-3 years. So when I went through rehab, I had to discover who I was, and it was a ACA based program, which ACA is like a fellowship for people that had suffered child trauma and family dysfunction. So that was what it was based around, and everybody there had some sort of trauma in their childhood, and I think a lot of addictions are connected to that. And I had to figure all that out, and I didn't think it was a problem in my childhood, but it was really bad. So you have to figure that out, and then you have to figure out who you are. And it wasn't really until after I left, I couldn't understand why I was feeling so uncomfortable. I wouldn't say anxious, because it's more complicated than that. It's deeper than that. And it took me a long time, I think about 1.5 years after I left there, to figure out what the actual problem was, which was autism. Lots of doctor's appointments. And then I got referred to an occupational therapist, and then between them two, they were saying, "We think you got autism," and I'm going, "No, it can't be that. It can't be autism," because I didn't really know what it was. And they saying, "Yeah, we recommend you have an assessment." And in the end, I said, "Okay, I'll have the assessment just to rule it out." So anyway, I had the assessment, and it took a long time to get the diagnosis, and yeah, I was like, okay, well, that explains a lot, I suppose. So it's been a tough old 3 years, but things are looking up. There's some things going on. I mean, looking at, if you've seen the other videos, you know that they're planning to move to the Philippines next year. That's always been the plan for quite a while now. So I've been with my partner now over 2 years. That's always been the plan. Even at the start, I knew it's going to happen. Like I say, it's always been the plan, but things have been changing, and the plans are kind of accelerating a little bit. And something else has happened recently, which I will do another video about, but I probably won't be here much longer. I think I might be moving out in August 24th, around that time. So I've got somewhere else to go, but I won't go too much into that now. So some good things coming up, and like I got my car recently. It's only an old car, but it's a lot to me. It means a lot to me. It's given me that bit of freedom. I'm a bit gutted I can't light those candles. You're just gonna have to picture it in your head. I'm looking forward to that pie. So I'm off to the Philippines again, 21st of September I think it is, or is it 22nd I fly. So I'm going to Heathrow 21st September. I always stay the night in the hotel and get the flight in the morning, because Heathrow's a long way from here. So I'm not going to drive, I'm still going to get the National Express. Blah blah blah. So I'm wearing a tribute to Filipinos, if there's any watching. They probably watched a few of my videos. They probably don't understand anything that I'm saying or doing, which I don't blame them really. I think people I live with don't understand me, so it's understandable that foreigners won't. So yeah, this is my tribute to. It looks like it's spelt wrong. It's weird, isn't it? Pilipinas, but apparently that's how you spell it in the Philippines, in their language. It's like a basketball shirt, which I bought us over there. There's a website called Lazada. It's similar to it. It's like their version of Amazon. eBay and Amazon all rolled in one. You don't have to get some cheap stuff on there. You've got to be careful, because you can go crazy spending. And it's all cash on delivery, which is great. So you don't actually pay anything until you physically got it in your hand. I like that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to eat a bit of crust. Little appetizer. Anyway, I'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, and check out my other videos, and no skipping adverts. You're not allowed on my channel. It's forbidden. Catch you later, geezers.